Hello everybody, Nal here from the Four Corners, and welcome to a video talking about something that would be great for Ninjago to have, and I think it could really boost Ninjago to the next level. So recently I've been on that Disney Plus. I watched the Mandalorian recently. That was a pretty cool show, and that kind of drove me to watch the Star Wars movies for the very first time. I'm through the first three, and I still have quite a while to go. And don't even get me started on the Marvel side of things, right? There's Loki and WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier wasn't that great. But there's also this new show called What If. All of that is pretty cool. I also kind of want to mention Shang-Chi. That movie was probably my favorite Marvel movie ever. That I love how the rings and everything look. But this is not a Disney Plus advertisement. Let's get to the main point. What I love about Disney Plus is you see all these shows, and what I like seeing is how they made it. And they actually have a whole series dedicated to how they made all these shows. So for Marvel, they have this one series where they have one episode dedicated to how they made WandaVision or Loki. But for the Mandalorian, they actually have a whole season. They have 2 seasons dedicated to showing us how the show is made, from soundtracks to story to cinematography and things like that. And the cool thing about this is you're learning a lot about how these movies and visual effects are made if you're into that stuff. And even if you're not into that, like me, I'm not too interested in making movies, but I still like seeing how it's all done. But it really makes you appreciate the show like you haven't before. I didn't really appreciate a show like The Mandalorian until I really saw how it was made and saw what was going behind it. There's a lot going behind that, and I think it would be perfect for Ninjago to have this. We're coming full circle now. We're coming out of Disney Plus and back to Ninjago. I want to see how every season was made, because there's so much. I mean, every season there's new soundtracks, right? There's new sets. I want to see a video of how the sets are designed and how the minifigures are designed. Wouldn't that be cool? And especially with the newer animation company, right? They're making new animation techniques every season to make the show more and more vibrant. So I want to see behind the scenes of that as well. I mean, we get behind the scenes sometimes, but it's not enough. We got like a behind the scenes video a long time ago, and it's really interesting. I mean, I saw that video quite a few times because it's really cool to see what goes behind the scene, especially with Ninjago where there's sets involved and there's also the show. I'd really like to see what's going on. I want to see the writing board. I want to see, early sketches of sets. I mean, we get to see early sketches of sets from time to time, but we never get to see it in clutch when the season's coming out. For example, Seabound sets. I mean, we don't know how old versions of the Ninja Subspeeder look before the main idea was finalized. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, how a making of series would be great for Ninjago, and it would really let us appreciate how the show is made, because there's so much that goes into it that we don't really see as much. And the only times we get to see that is if us unofficially we reach out to a Ninjago writer or a band member of the Lego group and really ask them the questions unofficially. But I'd like to see how Lego does a documentary officially. I mean, an official making of Ninjago series would be super cool. Comment down below what you think about this idea. Thank you for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.